Shocking is a word for it. Choked is a word Magic Johnson used tonight. Wow. Calling out the Clippers, who he said choked against Houston in 2015 and then again tonight against the Denver Nuggets. A lot of emotions out there on Twitter and in the bubble itself, where the Denver Nuggets are celebrating something that has never, ever happened before in NBA playoff history. There have been 256 instances of a team taking a 3-1 lead over another at a best-of-7 series. Only 13 times in all those series has the team down 3-1 come back, and the Nuggets have now just done it twice in consecutive series. First team to ever do that twice in a single playoffs. An absolute stunner of a result. Raise your hand if you had the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals when they were down 3-1. Okay, now put your hand down because you're lying. No one believes you. That's the Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas. That's Caron Butler. I'm Matt Weiner. I don't know how to explain this. The Nuggets outscored the Clippers by 64 points over the last 3 second halves. They were down double digits in each, and somehow, Zeke, they're moving on. And the Clippers, this super team with incredible depth that a lot of us, myself included, picked to reach the NBA Finals going back to last summer, they're done. They're out of the bubble, headed home.
You know, the Clippers never could figure out the 1-5 screen and roll, and I look at Joker and I look at Murray and the 1-5 screen and roll, and it reminded me a lot of Lambeer and I in terms of pick and pop. Lambeer, not nearly as great a passer as the Joker, but in terms of stretching the defense, knocking down a three, and then being able to pass to different people. I mean, and the Clippers never could figure it out. Now, the Joker went inside, and when he went inside, you know, the game was over. I mean, I felt Murray and the Joker and Jokic, they really not only dominated the game, but offensively, every time the Clippers tried to do something defensively, they had a counter with a stretch or a post.
Nikola Jokic dominated is the word, Zeke, dominated the game and only took 13 shots, which is just extraordinary. The Nuggets executed that pick and roll, and as you mentioned, the Clippers could never find an answer for it. But at the same time, L.A. once again, Caron, had a double-digit lead, and a lot of people watching this series and the games within this series are saying, what happened to this team down the stretch in these instances?
It's all about the Denver Nuggets, and I was blessed and fortunate to do an internship with Tim Conley, Calvin Booth, Josh Kroenke. Those guys let me come over in my transition on working in this space after I retired, and I watched, Coach Malone say that we're a couple years away from being a couple years away. Then the development of Murray, and then the development of Joker, to saying that, you know what, we just need a few more pieces and we're going to get there. Adding guys like Grant and different pieces to that nucleus. They're ready for the moment. And we still thought that it was a year away, going against the Los Angeles Clippers because they possess so much firepower. When you're talking about the reigning finals MVP and Kawhi Leonard coming over to join that team, with Paul George joining that team, with already that production off the bench and that firepower and Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell and the coaching staff in place, Jerry West over there as well. But the Denver Nuggets, this is all about them. I know that we're going to talk about the Clippers because we just saw one of the biggest upsets, I feel like, in sports history when you talk about all the things that they was, expected to be, expected the series, the Battle of LA and everything. But you got to give a ton of credit to Jamal Murray and all those guys for just stepping up, being present in the moment, because clearly the Clippers.
I'm glad that, we got a chance to finish out the season. NBA did a good job of, hosting this event and, letting players come out and play.
Anyone from the building?
Yeah, we got two in here.
All right, who's that in the building?
Hey, Kawhi Dan. Kawhi this year from a life-changing free agency decision to COVID, to pandemic, to this disappointment. What's this journey been this year?
It's been, shocking, you know what I mean? Like you said, pandemic, a legend, passing away from a, crazy accident. And, us coming here to Lake Buena Vista to play these games, it's been hectic. But I'm happy. I was just telling him I'm happy that we got to play basketball again, and it probably kept a lot of us upbeat.
There was obviously a lot of reasons to be down, things happening in the world. I know when play stopped, there were some questions about whether or not you guys wanted to keep going. Mentally, do you think you guys ended up being all in and having everything?
For sure. Well, yeah, everybody wanted to play. Once you put on that jersey, it's no thinking back at all. It's time to, lace them up.
What's next for this team?
Just got to build some chemistry. Got to get smarter. We pieced up a team together. We were close. Denver's great. We shot ourselves in the foot the last 3 games. The last 3 games were pretty much a mirror. Us coming in and, now they're able to score the ball in the 3rd or the 4th quarter. And, tonight was just a mirror of it. Those are the things that, you got to learn and grow from. And, Denver did an amazing job. Coach did a great job. When once a team is playing us a certain way, trying to get the ball in my hands or packing the paint, we got to know what to do. And we can't panic if, we're not making shots, if I'm not making shots. That's the things we got to get smart at. Even being double digits, second half, just learning lessons. Just got to get smart.
Next, we're going to go to
Hey, Kawhi, this team that was never able to reach its full potential, how do you view this season after people thought you guys were title contenders, and what needs to happen? What needs to be added to this team that might be missing?
I don't know right now. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that. But like I was just telling, like I was just saying, just being smarter, just knowing us being able to, know what to do in situations when guys are playing in certain ways, and just seeing how we could get some execution down the stretch, guys knowing exactly where they need to be in crunch time or in situations where we can't put the ball in the hole.
First year together, you can't even say we want to change our roster. We like what we got. We've been saying it all year. It's just chemistry, being together. The more we can be together, the better we will be. It's year one. We got a lot to reflect on, a lot to look at going forward, and to get better with.
A question from the bubble from Mark Spears.
Well, you talk about the 4th quarter. It's kind of blowing your mind when you saw that things weren't coming.
They made shots. It's been really the tail of the series. They've been making shots, playing at a faster pace. And they got free tonight. Thought Jamal got free. Jokic made big plays, kept the ball alive, big rebounds. They played well. They played well to close the game out tonight.
But you personally.
How did I feel?
Yeah.
As they're making shots?
Yeah, as the 4th quarter was unfolding, I'm sure you're pretty shocked.
From my perspective, just keep fighting. Try to see the ball go down. We kind of got cold in that 4th. All we could do is fight at that point. We tried to get stops. We tried to, force them into turnovers. They did a great job of playing through that. They made big plays, big shots, and it just looked like we couldn't get enough stops that we needed.
We'll stay down there and go to Dan.
You talked about kind of the second half and going forward. Was that compounded by the fact that it happened in Game 6 to almost exactly the same way that happened again in Game 5? Did that cumulatively just build on you guys, the fact that it happened kind of 3 nights in a row?
No, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't necessarily say that. we get the same looks. We've been getting the same shots that we've been getting in the first halves of all those games. We just, as a squad, just went cold. And on the other side of that, they kept just running their stuff. They kept running in with pace, with speed, and getting the looks they want to get. For them, they're missing those shots in the first half. We're making ours in the first half, and it's complete opposite in the second half of each of those games. So I don't think the previous games were wearing on us. Again, we knew we had to win this. It's Game 7. We just went cold as a team.
How's that going to sit with you? Who knows when next season's going to start, knowing that you guys had double digits 3 times?
Well, that hurts. That hurts. It hurts. It hurts, but we move on. Again, year 1 together, first run together. Of course, we wanted to win this, but we've been very optimistic about us being together and building something going down the road.
Go to Ohm.
Almost since you and Kawhi teamed up, all anybody wanted to talk about was how the Lakers and Clippers were the 2 title favorites, and it almost happened. At any point, though, did you guys feel like maybe this was going to happen, or felt the pressure to make that happen? And also, how would you assess your first season with Kawhi?
It was great. A great first season with Kawhi.